Oh wow, would you look at skeleton there? Welcome back to the last hero of Nostalgaia. I'm not going to keep this up for long, but somehow it's just a very appeasing accent to put on, you know. I do quite enjoy it, but welcome back. I... Am I going the right direction? What's the right direction? How do I get to where I want to be right now? I am very lost and confused. I know where I need to be. I know what happened last time. I'm not that dense. It's just like... I kind of want to go down to the church, right? Where does this go? This takes you back down to the town, right? I don't know. I want to try something. Fuck it. I may be losing a bunch of souls doing this, but... It wasn't quite right. I wonder how many souls I had. Probably too many to have just thrown them away doing that, in all honesty. Probably too many, but honestly, like, it's out of mind, out of sight, isn't it? Like, I could have had 1 billion souls on me. I could also have had 5. Who knows? Who cares at this point? They're gone. Look at that. Is there any way I can... There's no jump button, as far as I know, in this game. It doesn't have the Dark Souls B to jump thing. So I don't actually know how you get that. That's very confusing to me. It's very mysterious, that item. Someone got it. It doesn't even look like you can drop down further up once we finally unlock that area, because that's all roped off, right? So that doesn't feel like it's happening either. We can get on top of these roofs, I think, by dropping off over there, but that's just fucking miles away. That's not going to be helpful at all. Now, I will admit, that might be on me. I was under the impression that when I pressed B right there, I was moving enough to trigger a roll, but I guess the dead zone on it is a lot smaller than I thought, so instead I did a backstep. I'm trying this one more time. This is an impressive opening to a video. you can't deny it. I could maybe get onto this... No, I definitely can't get onto that roof. That's way too high up. Avoid being evasive. Just gotta roll in midair, obviously. Depression. Yeah, a little bit. I somehow doubt that is enough souls to make up for what I lost getting here. But never mind. It's alright, we're at the church now, so that's all worked out pretty nicely. This is not the church. Hold up. Wait a second. I'm not quite where I thought I was. What is that house? Hang on, lads. Let me just deal with you real quick. How did I not take interest in the place called Just an Unassuming and Insignificant House? I definitely killed this guy last time I was here. Like back at the start of the game when I first arrived, I distinctly remember killing this lad. So what's the deal with the house? Oh, it's locked, okay. Remember shield. Remember shield. Fair enough, I guess. Before the age of tyrants, my siblings and I were carried by NPCs who played the role of baddies. Of course, even baddies loved the hero then. Our brandishers would kidnap other willing NPCs who pretended to not notice our symbology into the cult beneath the village, foreshadowing of the confrontation that would eventually determine the hero's fate. Fascinating stuff. This is the way to the church though, right? I'm not insane here. This is the church in here. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool, I've worked it out. Don't you worry about me, I'm back on track now. Back on track, raring and willing to go. In like another sort of 5 minutes ish, we'll actually be back to the point we ended the last video at. Isn't that exciting? Hey look, I got an item, I upgraded a shield, like it wasn't a complete waste of time doing all that. Plus I proved my incredible skill in dealing with that big Nightman. I just want points for that, like how well I dispatched that guy. I didn't mention it at the time because I was trying to act cool, you know, just sort of blasé about how well I killed him, but I think I did a really good job. I didn't cheese him with shurikens or anything. I just attacked him, and then I moved and dodged the attack, and then I killed him, and it was really good. It was really good, I must say. There was another entrance to the Witching Wilds over this way towards the Heartflow Altar, but I fully expect, even though I haven't checked it out, that that will be a one-way door, and we'll have to advance through the Witch lands. Warlock Wilds, that's what it's called. Don't know where I got witch from. We'll have to advance through here in order to open up a passage that leads back to there. So I haven't completely forgotten about that path, I just don't think it's going to be of any use to me right now. Just in case you were curious. Okay? Okay. Also, I can't help but notice that this does point towards Sacrifice 3, but we seem to completely miss where to put the Sacrifice 3 token. We only actually use Sacrifice 4, which is a little bit perplexing to me, honestly. I'm not sure I can be fucked fighting these guys, so I might just run past them. See if I can get back to where I was with minimal energy expended on my part, you know. I think it's this way, right? I did get a bit confused as to where exactly... Yeah, it's along this bridge, I think. Around there, yeah, okay. It didn't take that long to get back to where I was. I really probably should have... Nope, still not a bad thing, no matter how much it looks like one. I really should have touched the bonfire in this area. I think maybe a slight detour to do that would have been sensible, but fuck it. I walk on the wild side, and I'm convinced I'm not going to die this time. I'm convinced I got this all under control. All under control. These things are very easy because you can stun lock them, but if you're not actually hitting them, as is often the case with this spear, unfortunately, not quite as impressive. Ready for you this time, lad. Come on then. Who wants to go? Apparently I aggroed a skeleton as well. Don't know how I managed that, but... Ah, okay, bye then. Guess we'll kill the skeletons first. Skeleton man, skeleton man. Where? Okay, they both became owls. Okay, that makes it easier, honestly. Makes it a little bit more straightforward when they just decide not to attack me and just make themselves a free target. A little bit easier. Not enough easier, evidently. There is no easy mode easy enough for Joe, I'll tell you what. Nothing around here. Keep on keeping on. Ooh, we got a big guy. I'm gonna... Doesn't look like there's anything in the trees, as far as my lock-on's concerned. And is there not someone up in that distant one? Might be outside my lock-in range, I can't tell. But what I'm gonna do... Just gonna pull this guy back a bit. Shurikens seem to penetrate shields, which makes them even more busted, honestly. Okay, that was not how we fight these guys. Clearly. God, this spear sucks ass, man. Please give me some decent hitboxes. It's just the same as they are in Dark Souls. I'm not gonna pretend that this game is getting it wrong and Dark Souls gets it right. They are just kind of shit weapons. I mean, the advantage obviously is that they are the longest range melee weapon in the game, I'm fairly sure. But that extra range isn't super useful when you need to like be perfectly lined up in order to actually hit the swing, and if they move even a little bit, it's just not going to connect. As I say, I will switch over to the butterfly knife, I think, once really Definitely not anyone up in any of these trees. It really felt like there should have been. Perm of Source, I'm assuming, is what we use to infuse Source scaling into a weapon, which is very nice if I had any Source. Okay, this has been a bit ominously quiet for a while now. Nothing in the trees. Something in the trees over there. Thanks, Lock On Range, for allowing me to get the jump on this fucker. I can't imagine this is it, though. A singular dude cannot be all that is... Oh, he's in the stink. Nice of you to come back. That wasn't the same guy. That one was fully healed. Is this the same guy? Probably. He's gonna make life miserable here, isn't he, when I fight this thing? Is that... That's another toad spider, isn't it? I think these two are gonna fight. I think these two are gonna fight when I get a bit closer, or am I gonna have to fight both of them together? Because I've only fought... There's also another skeleton in the corner over there. 2 more skeletons, in fact. Just hanging out down there. Because yeah, I've only fought a toad spider with the assistance of my good NPC pals. I'm not baiting anything, don't you worry about it. I guess we'll see what happens when we get a bit closer. If they start fighting, then I'll get involved. If they don't, then this is going to be really something. We get a free backstab. We can. For whatever that's worth. Oh, okay, we can pull him away. And that's... I would have preferred if they'd fought each other. This isn't how we fight these guys. We can't stagger these guys. Big skeletons are tough skeletons. We need to take them seriously. Where's the fucking sneaky boy? I thought I heard his footsteps, but I think this guy's just making 2 sets of footstep sounds for some reason. Which is very off-putting. Yeah, that opening is pretty good, honestly. The spear is long range, but annoyingly it's not quite long range enough, you know? I always expect to get slightly more distance out of it than I do. That was bad. I managed it somehow. Ooh, look at all that shit! Nothing that's especially useful, but I guess look at all that shit is the optimal phrase right now. I'm a bit confused because like I can go down here and get this item, but that's not going to change anything. I need to turn the fog off around here, but I don't know where the shrine to do that is. Unless it's like in the corner down here. No, they're usually up towers, right? It turned its head when I got close. I can't... There we go, now I can lock onto it. Thank you. I think that's another one of the keys that you use to... God, I hate this thing. Another one of the keys that you use at the vendor man. Creepy vendor man. You're a fast friend, aren't you? You don't do as much damage as I was expecting, though, to be fair. Okay. Okay, now. Steady on. Steady on with the casting. How did that not hit me? I'm not complaining, but... Okay, there we go. That had more range than I expected it to have. Kill it. Kill it. Okay, stop mashing. We kill it this way. Okay, a couple of things to comment on. 1, it ceased to exist when I killed it. 2, I'm pretty sure it just dropped Sonic shoes. Which I can upgrade immediately. Oh, it's a 4,000 memory thing. I need to remember. I kind of wanna... I mean, look at them. kind of have to. Where's armor? I've lost. Okay, we can go further. Still haven't looked at any of those spells I got. Some of them might actually work with deck scaling. So, oh, they don't increase movement speed. Really? I really thought they would. With the emergence of a new evil, Nostalgaia shuddered and offered a new hero, my hero, Acoustic. Because Mercutio had sacrificed nothing back into the world which made him, the rebirth that accompanied my hero was broken, partial, fragmented, only backwards looking. Some NPCs spawned out of insufficient material, less whole, less eager. Some remained from the previous cycle, confused as they were never intended to remember multiple heroes' journeys. My wearer followed the intended path to the lair of the adversary, for the gauntlet was still largely intact. There he confronted Mercutio, but unlike the adversary before him, Mercutio did not fight to serve the story. He fought to retain his power. My hero was not prepared for the desperation. When Mercutio stabbed my wearer with the void shard, it shattered inside its heart and erased him from the Almighty's memory. That's nice, but they're not very good, are they? At least I don't think they're very good. Maybe I'm wrong. I could wear those. That'll be a real fashion statement, wouldn't it? Yeah, mine are somewhat better. And they look cooler as well, unfortunately. This slot, that's the one. I worked it out eventually. Don't you worry, I got there in the end. Shame the red sneaks weren't as awesome as I was expecting them to be. Are we fighting yet? Can I just like... Didn't roll quite fast enough there, did I? Alright, see you later then. I guess I'll just triple check down in this pit to see if there's anything exciting down here. Beside these two skeletons off in the corner. Oh, you're linked, are you? Best of buds, these two skeletons. Why are you not dead yet? Think there's any chance, Whoa! Dude! Bye then. Do not like that guy. Not a big fan of him at all. Right, okay, so... if this isn't the way to go, then what is? What is the way to go? I'm kind of confused now. Which I guess is kind of the point of this area, honestly. Are you back? No, you're just buggy. Okay. Yeah, piss off. I'm having a fucking photograph moment with my friend here. Ah, look how scary he is. That's a thumbnail right there. Where do we go, man? Not been over there, that's for damn sure. I don't think I can get over there right now. Oh, maybe I can, actually. Maybe I can get over there. I guess we'll head back down into the forest. I'm not doing great on supplies at the moment, unfortunately. But it's alright, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Up there was literally just, yeah, that. There's nothing else to see up there, I'm pretty sure. Famous last words, but you know. And there was nothing else down here either, right? It was just a bit of loot, from what I recall. Nothing tucked away in any corners, no? Okay. Because once again, I activated the 4th beacon before the 3rd one, which means I feel like I've missed something somewhere. Unless the game is just being intentionally obtuse, which I suppose is not impossible for a game like this. Can't be bothered fighting everything in this area, so I'm just gonna run through. Hello. There's like an up on the other side that I was looking across to earlier. I'm not quite sure where that is. This is where the first one was, I think. Excuse me, guys. Places to be. Things to see, things to do. Oh, this is the second one. Okay. Did I miss something in here? I feel like I might have done. Obviously there was the foggy area, but I feel like we're going to dispel that eventually. The down tunnel went to the foggy area, and this takes us to the little village, I think. Yeah. Was there anything around here that I didn't have a chance to fully explore? Does this go anywhere? I mean, obviously it goes somewhere, but anywhere currently specifically useful. I don't feel like I've explored this area that thoroughly, so this could be where we need to be honest. This could very easily... What the fuck? How did I lose track of that guy so easily? What the hell? This goes... I mean, probably somewhere. Ah, okay, definitely not been down here then. Over there was the start of the area, and I remember looking across at this item. Piecing it together bit by bit. So that's where we came in through. We got two bridges here. I think this one takes us up to above the little village area. Oh, maybe I've not been here either. It's very possible. I don't trust any of them. This area's got me paranoid. Oh, hold up. That's a tower, that is. With a big 3 on it. What was the other way? Looks like loot as well. Did I just not come through here? You know, I think I didn't. No, above the forest area was just going up the ladder in the forest area. For some reason I thought I went out through this tunnel and then... Oh god. My memory, man. Need to work on that. It's alright. We're back on track now, though. Ooh. A piece of tradition. I don't have enough fragments of tradition for that to be useful yet. Where did you come from, dude? Was I just blind? It looked like he spawned out of nowhere. Might have dropped down on me, possibly? I don't know. I clearly was not paying enough attention to know exactly where that guy came from, but... I'll work it out eventually. I'll go back and revisit the logs. Track down exactly what was the cause of that strange man appearing. Fragment. Very nice. Okay, like, before we die in this area, I should probably go up here and get this sorted, shouldn't I? This should be step 1 in my current predicament.
Such peculiar posture. Such a ridiculous gait. Was there a humility implicit in its frame? A humility so long ago forsaken?
I have no humility. Don't be silly. Okay. That's gotta be... Yeah. I don't know where that is, but it looks good.
Beyond these wilds lies the keep of the stolen crown. Our monarch was benevolent keeper of the realm, a symbol of tradition worth saving. But that story is gone. Our meaning is gone. When the time arrives, when you confront the final Great One, I could help you, if first you could restore what has been lost. Perhaps the Spindles could prove a hero, the narrator watched.
Getting him on side.
Something amazing has spawned. No, not you, silly. Though you sure are swell. When your cycle started, an innocent, uncorrupted NPC also appeared. That hasn't happened for ages.
I know who you're talking about.
I have a fun idea. How about you find them and bring them a little gift from me? An innocent wouldn't be able to stay innocent long in this messed up world.
That's, interesting. Where is it? Where's the thing you just gave me? Is it in like a separate section? Do I have like a key items? There it is. The Reservoir's gift. A singularly still silver box. It seems to absorb sound. The Reservoir of Pain wants you to give this to an innocent. So, I mean, that's presumably the, girl with the edgy name, whose name I've forgotten. The one who's, like, fully rendered and fought me and then decided she wasn't going to fight me. You know who I mean. You know who I mean. Yeah, I just want to have a quick look at some of these real quick. Sorcery, 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 sorcery. Okay, yeah, none of these are useful to me, aside from... I mean, even the Shuriken scale better off sorcery than they do off dex, but at least they scale off dex, and at least I can currently use them, so... Poem of Source? Oh! Huh. I can honestly say I wasn't expecting to find this here. And can we, like... No, I guess we're going to get an ability to remove these, like, laser locks as well at some point. There's also an anvil here. Pretty cool, really. Pretty cool. Not really. Do we? No, we don't move our respawn point yet. A warp point even, not respawn point, you know what I mean.
Huh? There ain't supposed to be an anvil in the wilds. Discarded amidst so many tools of field and forge. Who would do this? Even those who hate your kind still gotta work. This wasn't just discarding some traditions. It was a discarding of tradition itself. I wonder what this anvil has helped forge. Maybe I can replicate the feats accomplished upon it.
Does that mean you can do something? Okay, we can't check on that. That's the wrong button. There we go, we got there in the end. Yeah, I think we've got some new stuff here, right? Okay, so we were using balance before, which was increasing. This is like... Yeah, there's a straight up dex. I think balance was probably increasing or scaling. I think that's probably what was happening there. It's like, might just be strength and dex, actually. Might be quality. Whereas dex is just pure dex. I think that's the scaling we're going to want going forward. So what we can do then... We infuse our fun new switchblade. That is going to get a massive damage boost, man. And then upgrade it a bit. Yeah, I kind of like just using a switchblade, like, just for the sort of... The vibes of it is quite funny to me. So we're committing. We're committing to the... Sorry, it's a butterfly knife, not a switchblade. Same thing, though. We're committing. Take my precious, precious fragments of tradition. Need two more to get any further, though.
Part of your story, hero.
You are, mate. You are. Oh. We can upgrade a pickaxe here for some reason. Wonder why that is. We'll read the full thing once it's fully unleashed. Eve, they called her, the herald of a new order, where everyone was a god. Though born a hero, she was disgusted by the pride of Mercutio and the other great ones. She saw tradition itself as the sin which tortured the world, and she vowed to build something new, something independent of all that had been before. Beyond the Warlock Wilds, she found a pocket of Nostalgaia where the boxes were still grey. There, I was used to pierce one of the arteries that carried memory to and from the heart. Eve and her followers drank deeply. Okay, is Eve like the source of like the corruption or whatever then? Like the glitchy glitch magic or whatever that they were talking about. I said corruption because I was completely forgetting the word, but yeah, they were saying that glitch magic is like not necessarily a bad thing and maybe something the world needs at this point or something. Who are you? An enemy, clearly. She's like an Amazon fairy lady. She's gonna get fucking switchbladed, whoever she is. Yeah, not a fan of that, are you? Okay. Didn't stagger quite as well as she seemed to be implying she was going to stagger. Oh, fuck. Fuck, getting greedy here. Stop getting greedy, Joe. It's a good thing I'm right by a bonfire, isn't it? Whoa. Not my proudest moment, I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was nearly dead. I was like, oh, don't get greedy, Joe, and then immediately saw that she was like one hit from death and just started mashing that R1 button, just going to town on that R1 button, trying to cave it back into my controller again. I can take her though. She's not that scary. I'm cooler than she is. Even if she is a cool fairy lady. Come on, cool fairy lady, I want to see what your deal is. What does this say? Remember sword. Oh, okay. There's something we can remember here. It's good to remember. I'll grab my souls real quick if that's alright. Jesus Christ. That's what we want to do. Bait and punish. Oldest trick in the Dark Souls book. I don't know if she can heal, I don't know if she's an NPC or just like a regular enemy that's giving me far too much trouble. She doesn't seem to be using any healing items, so... I think she is just a regular enemy. She might be like a special mini-boss sort of regular enemy though. Translucent map. Please tell me I can wear the butterfly wings. Okay, I get it. There's a sword to remember around here. Fine, we'll do it. The Sword of Service, presumably, seems to be the one. It's a cool sword. Not really for my build, but... Stun wild lost ones. The hero's guide had sought to navigate him towards his destiny. Often they would bicker over the mistakes and distractions she called him to, yet their bond remained unshakable. He was connect in more than just name, for my wielder combined the beauty of tradition with the possibility of what might yet be. He was the last to connect many of our beacons, and the last to fundamentally embody heroism. His war against the Great Ones was consisted of guerrilla tactics, had corruption so profoundly out-rendering the last vestiges of... Try that again. With corruption so profoundly out-rendering the last vestiges of good, it had been necessary to strike from the wilds. The hero's guide, however, insisted that he confront Mercutio upon the threshold of the usurped lair of the adversary. Her overhear grew relentless. What? Trusting his advisor, my hero rallied Leovanni's... Oh wait, over... Is this the Master Sword? Am I missing some... that this is clearly meant to be the Master Sword? I think I might be. Trusting his advisor, my hero rallied Leovanni's easy makers upon the precipice above the sunken abyss of the Leisure Lake. There, the most brutal battle of Nostalgaia's endless cycles transpired. Mercutio and his remaining lieutenants overcame my wielder, but the scar I dealt to the pipe player's face branded him with an inescapable fear of his fallen mortality. My hero's navigator fled from the battle, consumed by regret and doubt. Oh, so that fairy was meant to be Na'vi. I get it. I understand. Can I wear her wings, though? No, it's not an equip item. It's like a key item? A gossamer wing of a mad navigator. The translucent path shifts within a maze like fibres of severed wings. She wants to guide you. I can't use it. I guess that'll be used for something. I guess there will be a purpose for that. Maybe that's what's gonna allow us to sever the weird bond things, the weird like laser lock things that I keep running into. Okay. It doesn't do as much poise damage as the spear. I may be regretting my commitment to the butterfly knife, but we shall see. We shall see. You caught me real good there, pal. Incredible bait and switch. Fair play to you, honestly. Oh, I thought you had to keep casting for those to actually explode. I guess not. Just somewhere I've been before. Try love. What did it mean by that? Oh, fucking... What the fuck? Hold up. Oh, I need to two-hand, presumably? Why was I just looking at my knife? Does it not have a special ability of any sort? That was cool. Ah, a little buff. Don't know what the buff does, but... Sure, I'll take it. Maybe I should actually look at what my knife is before. It's actually quite good two-handed. What's my buff doing? What's my buff doing? Crit damage increase. Oh wait, roll speed increased. Okay. Okay, it has natural crit damage increase, but increases my roll speed when I cast with it. That's pretty neat. Where are we? I feel like this is somewhere I've been before, but this area was presumably all gassed off before. Shortcut to somewhere, maybe? This is going to be that shortcut that I never even checked before. This is going to take me down to the altar. I'd put money on it at this point. Need to double check though, of course, obviously. Yeah. Yeah? That's still blocked. Wait, I'm so confused. We already had this elevator, access to this elevator before. So there must have been a turn off in that upper area that I just completely missed. Right, okay, yeah. Alright, fair enough. It was where I thought it was, that's the important thing. I was right. The game didn't manage to pull one over on old Joe. This is definitely somewhere we've been before though, right? This isn't... I am getting destroyed by the skeletons. Let's go back to one-handed. Oh, please stop. Please stop. Please, please calm down. I just aggroed more. I don't want more skeletons. I'd very much like less skeletons, in fact. I miss my spear poise damage. I miss it. I've made a terrible mistake. Yeah, okay. We've definitely been here. So that's fine. We don't have to explore down that direction anymore. Fighting all those skeletons was just for practice, obviously. This is the Wait, is this the Where did I come from? Did I come from in here? Probably not. I probably came from over the bridge, didn't I? Fucking hell, I can't even hit and roll away. Like, their combos are very fast, so like the knife is just kind of dog shit against those. Huh. Alright. I can't be bothered fighting that guy. He's not worth my time. So, from where we are now then, how do we get back to where that mist was? What's the best route to take, would you say? I'm asking you, the viewer, right now. I need you to scream into your monitor or phone or whatever device you are currently watching this on. Give me your power. A true Dragon Ball Z moment. That's what I need from you right now. Quite a few souls. I don't know where I got all those. I guess the butterfly lady must have dropped a few. All I can assume. I might go do a little bit of leveling up real quick. Real sharpish. And then I guess we'll try and head back to where that mist was. I just want to try this real quick, just in case. Doesn't let us attack them, can't interact with them. Okay, fair enough. That is just straight out of Legend of Zelda. This entire area is obviously an homage to Legend of Zelda that I'm not quite getting. Like, obviously that fairy being Navi was a fairly straightforward one. I don't know what the deal with this particular, like... if this is meant to be an area from Zelda specifically that I'm not clicking with. I don't know. I
feel like a...
don't really know why I was talking to him. What I wanted to do was level up before I inevitably die and lose all my souls again. Kind of want to start leaning into luck, but it doesn't like make any noticeable, tangible difference leveling luck up. It presumably does increase my crit chance, but it doesn't like show that going up, so it's really disappointing. Getting more dex is actually a sizable damage increase, 2 to 3 points per level. So I guess maybe we just keep doing that for now. Try and get this dagger to a point where it's actually able to murder some dudes. It's already doing way more damage than the spear was, don't get me wrong, but not having the range and not having the poise damage, the staggerability of the spear is making certain enemies more difficult. I think it will be better for bosses, I feel, because you're not going to stagger them anyway. Hold up. Just trying to work out if there's anywhere I can like drop down to get back to where I want to be. I don't know if this is useful at all, being here. This is the start of the area, so not particularly, not massively useful, all things considered. Fuck. I've got all turned around now. I think we want to go up this hill, don't we? I think. Once again, lads, excuse me. I merely do not have time for you. I quite simply do not have the time or energy to expend on killing you for like a 500th or 600th time. What was over here? Was this the golf course? Yeah, okay. Okay. Got a few dudes chasing me now. 1 or 2 of them. I'm not going to be too concerned about it. These things happen, you know. Some people are just needlessly hostile in a world that's out to get you at the best of times. Like, I think we could all learn a lot from our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ and just try and love one another, you know? Just try and be friends. None of all this is helpful at all. Ow. I don't know what ailment that just inflicted upon me, but thankfully it didn't get my bar to max, so we don't have to worry about it. Right. Before we go any further, is anything following me? Did I give them all the... Of course it would be you, wouldn't it? I suppose you were the last enemy that I ran into, so if anyone's going to be following me, it's... Okay, you've got friends. You know what? Fuck it. We're just going to keep moving here. I feel like the gates are just going to be up here. Yeah. As is my good friend Monsieur Payne. So I'd quite like to stop and chat. Big crit. Big beautiful crit. Nice to be killing these in 2 hits as well. That is genuinely a pretty sizable damage upgrade.
What so many cycles had crumbled, might it yet
Still following me.
be restored? Dare the narrator hope?
They can't pass through here. That's it. You dissolve. You dissolve and leave me in peace. He's back over there. I can see him in the distance.
Something amazing. When you're that, how about an innocent?
I know. You don't have to tell me all that again. I am aware that something amazing has spawned and it's not me. You don't have to do me like that, honestly. Reliquary. Oh, another bonfire. Well, he's getting pretty generous at this point. To be fair, I should have found that other one ages ago, but... Is there a space for my blacksmith buddy around here? Try shield and try quick weapon. Or is it just saying maybe that's what I need to fight the enemies ahead? Rather than that's what I can upgrade here? Oh, it's entirely possible I just don't have what I need. Remember long weapon. Again, don't seem to have that one either. I've been missing some shit, man. Okay. Wait, was there anywhere further around here we could go? Is this anything? Bad game design, therefore sadness. Okay, that pretty much says it all, doesn't it? That rounds it up in a neat little package. Okay, well, we're at a new area, and I've gone about my usual duration, so this is probably a pretty good stopping point, I think. We will venture onto this spooky, scary skeleton zone next time, armed with only a butterfly knife and a dream. I'll see you next time. Bye.